Next chapter, we're talking about natural resources, what they do, what we use for. What is a natural resource? Natural resource is any source. It's an energy source. It's a organism. It's substances that are found. But they're found in nature, and we use them. So we use a lot of things from nature. We use the air. We use, well, a lot of things. We've learned that there's four spheres to the Earth: geosphere, atmosphere, hydrosphere, and biosphere. Now, these are all supplies natural resources. Geosphere gives us a place to live, a place to um, get things for clothing and shelter. Atmosphere gives us air to breathe. Hydrosphere is where our water comes from. It's all the water on Earth. We have to have water. Our bodies are two-thirds water by mass. We can live 10, 15 days without food, but we cannot live 3 days without water. Biosphere are other living organisms that we have to have just to um, just to be able to live. Food. We also have two different types of these natural resources. We have renewable resources and we have non-renewable resources. A renewable resource is something that we could use time after time after time after time, whereas a non-renewable resource is something that we use up. Textbook definition is a renewable resource is a natural resource that can be replaced in nature at about the same rate as it is used, whereas a non-renewable resource is a resource that exists in a fixed amount or that is used up faster than it can be replaced. Okay. Now we have five renewable resources that we talk about and five non-renewable resources. Sunlight, wind, water, trees and other plants, and animal waste. These are all renewable resources. Sunlight, we use that for power. Um, Wind, we could use that for power. All these resources are used for power. Water, water was the first real power in the United States, the water wheel, power to generate electricity, and also transports boats, ships, and we use it for drinking and washing. Trees and other plants for furniture and clothes. We use it to generate electricity, paper, medicines, and animal waste. We'd use dried animal waste, and it was used. Buffalo waste was used to light fires in the plains because there were no trees when the people were settling the Western America. They used buffalo dung to make campfires because dried buffalo dung because there was no other trees, no other source of fuel for their fires. Now, a non-renewable resource is something that cannot be replaced as fast, and those are coal, oil, natural gas, uranium, and minerals and rocks. Like materials for coin and jewelry, that's minerals, gold, that type of stuff. Um, Uranium is fuel to generate electricity. Natural gas, heating, cooking, electricity. Oil for cars, planes, trucks, heating and generating electricity. And coals generate electricity. So these are all renewable and non-renewable energy sources. All right, a fossil fuel. Fossil fuel is a non-renewable resource and it's formed from ancient plants and animals buried in Earth's crust million years ago. The dinosaurs are now the fossil fuels that we are using from long ago. We have coal, oil, natural gas. These are the three um, fossil fuels that we talk about. Coal is solid, and it's all plant material. So coal, coal is a solid fossil fuel, and it is from the dead, decayed plants. Oil and natural gas There are also fossil fuels, but they're from, poop, didn't mean to do that. Now I need to do that. Um, they're used, oil and natural gas are used to um, make cars go, used as heating, cooking, heat, electricity. Oil and natural gas burn at high temperatures and they release energy, so they create a lot of heat energy. And they're easy to transport, which makes them easy, great for to heat homes and power vehicles. Um, they can be very rough because you get, if you have a, a ship that's transporting oil that's damaged, the Exxon Valdez out on the west coast up near Alaska, they spill millions of gallons to the environment, which is huge pollution problems. They pollute coastlines and waterways, and they kill a lot of plants and animals. Air pollution is another problem. Jet fuels and diesel fuels react with sunlight to produce smog. And if you've seen smog, it's like fog light, but it's like in the afternoon. Out west, they have a huge problem with that in California. Now, coal, we should have talked about earlier, it's a solid fossil fuel. Um, there's surface mines, which the overlaid rock is stripped away to expose the coal, and then there's deep mines where mines go deep underground to dig out the coal. Um, when burned as fuel, coal produces a lot of byproducts that are bad. They pollute the air and the water. Also, surface mining destroys entire landscapes. It looks terrible when they're done. Um, so the three fossil fuels that we really talk about is coal, oil, natural gas. Those are the three fossil fuels. Okay, a lot of what we use today is brought from these fossil fuels, um, like plastics. All these plastics come from oil, petroleum that is broke down to different chemicals, and it's used to make plastics. Minerals are found in cars, airplanes, tools, wires, computer chips, and in a chair. Minerals such as limestone, gypsum, sand, salt make up a lot of cement. Oh, all right, every person in the United States uses 20,000 pounds of minerals every year. That's a huge amount. Plants are used to make large groups of products. We use wood to build homes, make furniture, utensils, and different types of paper. Plants um, are also dyes, fibers, and medicines. Um, the paper has to use a huge amount of water just to make, you have to use 2 tons of water to make 1 ton of paper. It's a huge expense in both water and